Hello guys, and today I'm gonna teach you how to solve a Megaminx. Now, not a lot of time back, I made a video where I just solved the Megaminx without talking. You're probably like, well, how did I do that? Well, this is how I did it. So before we learn how to solve the Megaminx, make sure you know how to solve a 3x3 and a kilominx. So first thing we're gonna want to start off with is the white star. So so this piece is in here, so get it up to white. And we want this piece to get into blue here, so we can just move this over. And if you find it like this, you can just put it back in like this. And if you find it like this, just move this up. So just do R apostrophe, then F, R apostrophe, F apostrophe, and then R, and then that should pair up that. So next up, we want to find the other white piece. This has to go to here, so move this here, and we can just, and if this doesn't line up, you can kind of just do that. And yeah, you should be able to so just now we can just move this over to here, and that makes the white star. Now we're gonna wanna make the second edge. The first side. So let's take this piece, want to insert this piece into here. So we're going to move this piece over here, and then move this piece over to here. And eventually I will have a video on the kilominx and the 3x3, just give me a moment. All right, so now this needs to go here, so we can just insert it in the correct spot. And now this has to go into here, and yeah, all right, just gotta put that into there, and that goes in there. So now last white piece goes up here, move this around, put it here, and then just insert it in like that. Now what we're gonna want to do is we're gonna want to make the second layer. So this piece has to go in here, so we're gonna put this up, and it's already in the right spot. So if we do it like this, and then insert it in like this, that's incorrect. So make sure that it is in the right spot where this is here, and then just move it over here and then insert it in. And if you're confused on what I'm doing because I'm not explaining things, remember you have to be able to solve a kilominx and a 3x3. So this has to go here. So move this in. This has to go here, so move this in. All right. Now just move this into here, so this is in the correct spot, so just insert it in. Okay, and now this, we want to get to this, not this, because if we inserted it in there, it would be incorrect, so we want to insert it in the other way, like this. And that solves the second layer. Now what we're gonna want to do is we're gonna make another side. Now the kilominx the Megaminx is kind of weird. First, this is kind of gonna seem strange, but if you know how to solve a cube, we solve it layer by layer. So we solve this first cube, this first layer, the second layer, then the last layer, and you don't quite fully understand that you're supposed to do it like this, that layer by layer, but not one side at a time, once you actually learn how to solve a 3x3. But this, we're actually gonna solve this side, and we're gonna solve these sides one at a time because we have all this space, and then we're just gonna solve this layer and then we're just gonna solve these last two layers layer by layer. So that's kind of confusing, but yeah. First off, I'm gonna make another side, so it looks like we can move it to here. Here, let's make the blue star, so this is gonna wanna go here. And that makes the blue star. Time to insert this in. This needs to go into here. And just put it in like that. And this other piece just has to go in here, so put it in like that. And that makes that face. So now what we're gonna wanna do is we're gonna wanna move this over to here. So what you're gonna wanna do is you're gonna wanna line it up. To put this into here, you're gonna wanna go into this spot where you're in gray. And then this should be right here. And what you're gonna do is you're gonna move this down. And when we move this back up, we want to get that into there. So move this down. And we're just gonna move this over here like this. I know that looks like that this is gonna go up here, but it doesn't. So instead, just move it like this. When we put it back up, that pairs up this. And put it back, and that should make that. Now we can just easily make the yellow star. And if you need to get one of these pieces out, you can just take it out, like usual. So now we're gonna wanna put this in here, and we're gonna wanna insert this into here. So put that in there, and this thing, do this in here. Like I said, you have to be able, like I said, if you don't understand what I'm doing, make sure you know how to solve 3x3 and the kilominx. So yeah, I'll make a video on those in a little. So next we want to insert it into here. So instead of just like we can insert it. So instead of like just doing this, put it back up here, we have it in a position where we can just insert it into here. And that goes into there. And now let's make the rest of the red side. So let's put this in. Move this up. Make sure that it's lined up. If it's not, just do this. Put this in here, and we want to get this piece to here. So do this, and put it in here, and put this piece in here. Next, we're gonna want to make another side. So let's continue on with green. So let's take this out, and let's move this in. Let's move this into here. So put this back down, and then put it, so this is gonna come back up, and make sure this is here, so move it back down. Move this over here, and put it back up. So now you can just put it back. That does this. And next off, we're gonna wanna do all right, so find off the last piece, just here. So just go ahead and put this here, do that. That makes that star, move this into here. That solves that. Move this into here. But if we do it just like this, that's gonna mess up this. So what we're gonna do, we could just do it, well, like in short term, we could just do this. That's gonna mess it up. So we're just gonna wanna do it so we're just gonna wanna do the same, but left-handed. That way this won't be ruined, but it's gonna take still longer, but nothing will be ruined. We wanna get this to here, put this up to gray, we wanna get that to here, so move this down, move this over here, and move it back up. And now, move it back, and last side, take out one of these pieces, take out your piece, then put this here, so again, put it up to gray, then move it like this, and then get this to here, to the point where when we put it back, that's not gonna do it, so you're just gonna wanna put it like this, which should do it. And now we're just gonna want to insert the last corner, which will be like this. And now we have the first 6 faces done. So now we're gonna want to solve the last 2 layers. So first off, we again want to do the second to last layer. So just insert this into here, just like that, and this into here, like this, and this, and then this, and if you get something like this, and well, there are 2 cases for the last layer. One, you get something, let me just try to get it, because I didn't get it here. If you find something like this, just go ahead. So first off, just like go ahead and move this up here, and if you get something like this, if you get some, good. If you, all right, so if you get something like this, go ahead and just like move this here, or move this here, and then move that back up, and do this, and now we get this little arrow thingy, so just move this over to the point, do the algorithm, and that solves the gray star. Now what we're gonna wanna do is we're gonna line up the other 2 pieces. So these 2 can get lined up, so they're like this, but they're not in the correct space. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna move this up here, move this here, move this down, move this twice, move this back up here, then this twice, and that does that. And let's just pretend that these centers weren't solved, so just hold it like this, and then do the exact same thing, but just just remove like one of the moves. So just you're gonna move this, you're gonna remove like this move right here. So just move this up, move this here, this down, this here, move back up, do this, and then do it, and then do that again until it solves it. And until the final cross is solved. Next up, what we're gonna wanna do is we're gonna wanna make some of these. So first off, what you're gonna wanna do is we can get this up to here by doing this. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna, all right, move this twice, move this up here, move this there, move this up here, move this here, move it down, and then over here. And that gets into that. And now we can just hold it like this and just do the algorithm. Make sure you don't mess it up. And just do the algorithm without, messing it up. And eventually we'll eventually have 2. Now what we're gonna wanna do is we're gonna move it to here. So just move this over here, move this up, move it back. Make sure that these two don't break apart. Then move this down. And then now all of these corners are in the right spot. So we're just gonna wanna go in here and we're just gonna wanna flip these. So go ahead and flip them. Sorry, I messed up the algorithm. So just go ahead and put them in there. You should already know how to do this. Like I said, kilominx and 3x3 before you learn how to do this. And then you just do and then it takes 2 or less moves to just solve the rest. And make sure, again, if you didn't understand what I was doing, you have to be able to solve a kilominx and have to be able to solve a 3x3 for this tutorial to work out for you, unless you just get lucky. So, yeah.